Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and the finale of the AMT Plymouth 71 Duster 340 kit. Oh, what a blast I had making this thing. It pretty much, other than the two back passenger side, or the back side windows, this kit went together perfectly with absolutely no fuss and no muss. Let me get these guys out of the way and we'll talk about it just a little bit. Sorry, Lee, you gotta move. Zach, you too, out. All right, what I did with this kit is I painted it pretty much the sassy grass that they would call Plymouth back in the day. Everything but the back spoiler. All the way up front, I painted all that. And then I painted the hood the black after I put the decal down. And I'm telling you, Tamiya's semi-gloss black is a perfect match for that decal, because you can't tell where it starts and the decal stops, and that is nothing to do with my skill at all, trust me. But I had a blast. I will put some pictures at the end. We'll do another one of those music montages at the end. But I want to kind of just talk my way through it. The engine is as detailed as I can make it. I put the decal on here, and before I clear coated it, I came in with just a mechanical pencil and scraped it a little bit and broke off some of that decal. And then I put the clear coat on it, and I used Tamiya's, I wanted to keep it out, flat base with my quick shine in the airbrush when I sprayed all this down. And it worked perfect. It sprayed. I didn't thin it. I didn't do anything with it. I just shot it over the top, and I came back across the sides. I did like 3 passes over the top and then just 1 pass over the side just to knock the shine off of the side a little bit. But I didn't want it to be like Battleship flat. I mean, it's still a car. It's still got paint, but it's just weathered. The underside of the hood, I painted with my accent and then used the pastels that we talked about before to dirty it up a little bit. I think it came out pretty good. But the engine, back to the engine, I got the air conditioner line on and the heater hoses on. I was told, and it sounds like this is exactly what it would be, is this little can controls the vents inside. It's like a vacuum control. So I ran one of the wires. There should be 2, but it would have taken up 2, but it would have been way out of scale. So I ran a line up and around behind the dash. We did the spark plug wires. We did our fuel lines. We did the battery lines. I did my overflow. This thing just, it really detailed out nicely. The windshield washer, I should have ran this going that way, but what the heck. It was already glued on to this point, so I just kind of wrapped it around and through the back. You do what you got to do. It still looks good, but that's what we ended up with there. I ran the 2 brake lines on it. I detailed the inside. Honestly, this car made it to where even I can look good doing an interior. So, but with that being said, I'm going to flip us over to the bottom. And man, I'm tickled with this. We got our brake lines. We got our emergency brake lines run. We dusted everything out. I put a hole in the muffler and dirtied that up. The chromies, we got a surface rust on them. It's just, everything's here that should be here that I could do. The fuel line runs from the gas tank all the way up, nonstop, all the way up to the fuel pump and then to the engine. The only thing I did, and I have to tell you, is when I put the engine in, got everything done, and I forgot to darken this up. I was spending too much time on the front, and I straight up forgot to do this. I will do it after we're done, because I wouldn't be able to sleep with that, knowing that's like that. But what I did is I got the engine in, got everything glued down, then I got all my wires run here, or all my lines, and I got so excited about all that, I put the rear end in. And I was just about ready to walk out, and I thought, hey, you idiot, you forgot to put the drive shaft in. And thank goodness the drive shaft is just a smidge on the short side, so I was able to flex it and get it in there and let it go, and it popped into where it's holding. So I got lucky on that. I didn't have to cut it and try to just fit it in one side and glue it to the other. I've done that before. But just so you know, everybody makes mistakes, and that was a good one for me. But it was a recoverable. You know, it wasn't a disaster. It was recoverable just by flexing it enough to put it in. The shocks on the back are not glued on at all. They're just pressure fit. I had to lift up a little bit, put them in, drop them down, and they're locked. So this is all, look at a little dirt up there. This is all went in there really nice. Like I said, I put some stuff inside the interior. In the back, I have some records. In the front, I have a pack of cigarettes that I made. I had a blast with that. The weathering went very well. I just knocked off my license plate. But the weathering went very well, and I used Tamiya's rust, some panel liner, pastels, some gray primer, just everything I could think of to rust this out a little bit. I even thought this thing would sit in the field a little bit maybe or something, and somebody put a couple of rounds through it. Really what it was I spattered a little bit of silver on there, and then I just didn't want to scrape it off. I thought, hey, we'll live with it. Now, if that was a dress car, I would be upset. I used pastel chalks, the brown pastel chalks, to dirty up the rims a little bit. The other side, we did the primer door. I got the hole in it for the mirror. I checked up the stripes on both sides a little bit using the same color paint. I put the stripe down, and then I took the same color paint as the body, and I went over the stripe a couple of places just to make it look like it's weathered a little bit. The bumpers, I painted them with I keep wanting to say Future, but it's the Quick Shine with the flat in it with a brush. So it was a little bit thicker. And then in the paper, or in the video, you'll be able to see that I rusted them out a little bit. I did a little thank you guys for all the buddies I have on the USS Ranger with the license plate there, and a little marked license plate. And I'm kind of glad that fell off, because I really don't like it. It's too dark. So I'll use one of the decal ones that came with it when I'm done. But I'm done talking pretty much. I will put on the music video, and we'll show a bunch of pictures that I took from when we started all the way up to where we're done here. I hope you like it. Again, thank you very much for following along, all the kind words, all the help, everything. Subscriptions, I mean, we've gained so much on our channel with this that I have to thank you, because this is all you guys. But anyhow, let's let the music start, and I will see you on the next build, which is going to be our El Camino. Thanks again for watching, guys.